My mom woke me up to tell me she was leaving to help a family from the church pack. My dad and brother were already there. I felt bad for staying home, but I'd been sick lately, and all I wanted was to sleep. Oh hey, Scary Stories here. I hope you're doing well. I thought it might be fun if you and me look through some creepypasta stories together in search of the most revolting, terrifying, gut-wrenching, puke and poop-inducing story out there. There's like a million creepypastas on this one wiki site, so it's going to be a lot of looking and a lot of reading, but I think we can do it. Anyways, this one's called An Evening Alone. I hope you enjoy. My mom woke me up to tell me she was leaving to help a family from the church pack, which I don't know what a church pack is, but my dad and brother were already there. I felt bad for staying home, but I'd been sick lately, and all I wanted was to sleep. The door slammed, and I heard the muted rumble of the garage door opening and shutting. I smiled into my pillow. I always did like being home alone for one reason in particular. I could sing as loudly as I pleased, and I intended to do just that when I rose for the evening. Spoke too soon, I thought, with a grimace, as off-tune whistling floated up to my room. My brother had returned early. I wonder if Dad had dropped him off, or if he was home to stay as well. A more powerful wave of guilt washed over me. You should have gone with her, Alice. She was saying yesterday how much stuff they had. I guess Alice is the protagonist here. There was nothing for it. I closed my eyes and arranged my blankets and pillows to my liking, intending to catch at least another hour of sleep. Unfortunately, fate had other plans. In 15 minutes, I was bored of trying to drift off again, and elected to do something about the hunger gnawing at my insides. I stretched and rose. "Hello?" I called out when I opened my door. My voice echoed in a seemingly empty house. My brother wasn't in his room, so I suppose he was on the computer. I trotted down the stairs and, after grabbing a carton of cottage cheese, checked the office. It was empty. Carton of cottage cheese? My brow furrowed. I knew I heard whistling earlier. Instantly, my mind began cooking up explanations. Was it the garage door? No. While it had been acting up lately, I definitely heard whistles, not squeaks. Maybe the TV? Perfect. Only none were on. I smiled in realization. It must have come from the children playing outside. I checked the sliding glass door, but it was shut and locked, along with all other windows in the house. I grinned and shook my head. I'd have to tell my mom about this latest creepy occurrence. She would hold on to her skepticism as usual, but I'd be more than excited to tell her all the same. The mysterious whistling wasn't the first odd thing to happen in this house. Recently, I'd taken a nap and woke up to my monitor glowing through the dark room. I asked every member of my family, and none of them claimed a bout of trolling. I, being a light sleeper, would have heard any intruders anyways. I couldn't blame it on a system restart either, for all my tabs were still open. Another time, there was a ribbon on my lamp, moving without any visible cause, be it the wind, my windows and doors were closed, or vibrations. I was sitting still on my bed. Even my mother mentioned hearing footsteps while home alone. I grabbed peanut butter and crackers and a soda and set up camp in front of my computer. It was time to waste more hours of my life on Tumblr. Shout out to 2014. Once I was bored of that, I resorted to my less often visited websites to entertain me until I felt like calling a friend or taking a shower. With the music blasting and a free night ahead, I was feeling fine. But that's when I heard a noise behind the closed office door. I ignored it. I knew it wasn't the arrival of my family, and maybe it was just a creak or a pop or a natural groan of the house. But still, I ignored it. With the sinking sun, I was not looking forward to any more activity. But then panic hit like a brick to the chest. My face grew hot. My heartbeat tripled in pace. My muscles tensed. Something was out there. Something was out there. Just behind that closed door, because I could still hear noises, like something was out there. Corporeal or not, something was out there. I don't know if I'm reading the tone wrong or if this is just a little repetitive. Anyways, I waited until the end of the song and locked the office door. It's weird that she waited until the end of the song, but it obviously wouldn't do much good against a ghost, but it gave me a slight peace of mind from the thing. That peace of mind lasted until the next song began. It was like in the movies where too many people were talking to the main character at once, and he's visibly getting tenser. As the guitar and drums and lyrics competed against my terrible singing, a much different orchestra went on beneath it. I can only describe it as sounds and energy. So much energy that I found my face screwed up like I was getting blasted by the wind. The low point of the episode was when my name flew through the air behind my right shoulder. I slammed the pause button. Silence rang, and the energy evaporated as soon as it came, and slowly my body relaxed until I was sitting comfortably once more. The rain stopped. I feel better now, though the events of a few minutes ago are fresh in my mind. I know no one's gonna believe me when I say it's a true story, since so many others claim the same. But it is. It just happened, and I felt the need to write it down, so I can feel a little less insane. I'm not scared anymore, but maybe that's because the watery light is still poking through the blinds. I'm sure I'll feel differently tonight around 10 if yet again I feel that presence behind me as I try to keep my eyes closed and fight the urge to roll over. Well, what'd you think of that one? Creepy? Scary? I don't know. I think it's a good one to start out with, as I think it fits the theme of a lot of the stories that we read on here. Parents leave kid alone at house. Kid hears weird noises, gets scared. All in all, I'd say a solid 6 out of 10. Not scary, and I had to take a few points off for the cottage cheese. That was, yeah, disgusting, but I do like the themes. I remember hearing lots of weird noises when I was younger and got left alone in the house sort of thing when my parents went out. Oh, and what's great about this site is that we get comments, so here's one from Bloody Spaghetti. What kind of house do you live in? Certain stones create a frequency too low for us to notice when showered with rain. However, since they still enter the system, they make us hallucinate. Most noticeably, a presence. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, I'd like to do more of these. I think we're going to look at more creepypastas. There's some pretty intense ones out there, so I thought we'd start mild for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike, I guess. Sub if you haven't already. Maybe share the channel. We're almost at 1,000, and any little bit of help helps. But yeah, I'll leave it there for now. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I hope you're treating yourself well. You really do deserve it. And I hope you have a good night. Bye for now.